In your current energy is the King of Cups. So the Cups is a water sign, and that's Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And so the King of Cups, he is a master of his emotions. He is a sensitive, fair-minded person. Someone often who is in maybe a healing profession, or a yoga instructor, a doctor, a therapist, a counselor, a nurse. So whether this is a female or a male within your life, this is energy that is very empathetic, someone who's a wonderful listener, someone who really is lovely to be around, in command of his emotions, and so rules fairly and decides things fairly as well. So whether you are, giving some of these qualities to someone else, or if it's what you need, it's a very benevolent, loving, emotional master, really, of someone who is able to really be in touch with emotions in a very positive way. What is crossing you is the Chariot. So the Chariot is a great card because it's really, in the major arcana, it's about victory. It's about meeting and achieving your goals. Doesn't mean that the road is smooth, but it's about controlling and having the mastery to ride through obstacles and, rough patches. And so you can see it's often, kind of finding the middle point between the black and white here, the black and white sphinx, of maintaining control and kind of the middle ground. You may be feeling like you're pulled apart in two different directions by friends or family or obligations. And so you are a master. You're very good at this. You're skilled. You're going to be able to do the right thing and to drive and steer the chariot to the places that you want to go and to reach the goals that you are hoping to reach. So this is a very positive card. And I believe that the chariot is, I'm going to say that the chariot, let me think for a second here. Well, I think it's Cancer. So I think it's also this water energy. So in what's crossing you is this sense of movement, of things are moving quickly, moving successfully for you. But with the chariot, things are fast moving. Events are fast moving. Okay. Where you are right now in your foundation is the King of Swords. So we have another interesting person who's shown up in this reading, which this energy is rational and logical and analytical. Makes decisions based on truth and fairness, and it's about strong communication and clarity in thinking. So here's this reason-based, what can I say? Someone who may not be thinking about the emotional side of an issue. They're looking at the facts. They're looking at the research. They're looking at, both sides of the issue and kind of cutting through the nonsense to reach a decision. Ultimately, it's going to be fair. So there's something within your December, Aries, where you're having to look at an issue with clarity, and you might be having to, maybe you're presenting at the office and you have to speak clearly and be able to communicate ideas effectively. So interesting. This Swords energy is Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, an air sign. In your recent past, we have the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands is a great card because aces are gifts or blessings or opportunities for you. And it's like the universe is handing you this wand saying, get out there and do something. Create what you want to create. So if you've been thinking about starting an Etsy shop of knitting or whatever it may be, maybe you knit beanies or something, put the wheels in motion. Start writing down the plans. Start writing and visualizing what you want. This is giving you the inspiration to follow the enthusiasms and the passions that you seek and the things to make your life feel really good. So, you've been thinking about creating and manifesting and following your heart and your passions. What's crowning you is let me put this down here, is the 9 of Wands. So more Wands energy, Leo, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And so this is about protecting what you have, perhaps. It's about defending yourself, that the road may be bumpy. You may have been pushed around. You may have been a little worse for wear, with the bandage on his head here. But you're going to hang in there and you're ready for what's next. You have a lot of fortitude. You have a lot of determination to do what you want to do and what you want to accomplish in life. So, he's on the ready. He's ready for what's next. And he has the courage and the persistence to be able to keep at it. So in your crowning energy, you have energy that's going to help you continue to navigate, and to reach your goals and your hopes. In your near future is, again, the Magician. Wow. So certainly a theme here of manifestation and of driving and of moving toward the things that you want to build. This Magician is the master alchemist of taking all the elements of life, of what the universe gives to you, and putting it all together and making something out of it. You have talent, you have skills, you have abilities, and find what it is that makes you happy and fulfilled, and go out there and make it happen. And so this can be new beginnings, this could be new opportunities for you, and certainly with the Ace of Wands, there's a strong sense of creation and of, making things happen for you. You are the Magician. You have the ability to make things occur within your life. You have to have faith in yourself. And so for December, again, put the wheels in motion. Just sitting and dreaming about it isn't going to get you there. You're going to have to maybe make a call, send an email, do the research, search for patents online, whatever it may be. You need to, take advantage of this good energy to create and to manifest and to build something that's going to stoke your fire. So where you are right now is the 6 of Cups. And the 6 of Cups is often a trip down memory lane, nostalgia, and finding the comfort in those memories, and finding peace perhaps in those memories as well. So you can see there's a older child giving the younger child a cup with a flower in it. And this card also goes toward kindness and compassion and gentleness, of carefree, childlike sweetness. So in December, this sweetness and kindness is certainly, something wonderful to give and to receive as well, because there is giving and receiving here. So to the degree that you can be kind and thoughtful, go for it, show it, live it, breathe it. And it's a good thing to rely on our memories. And, this could suggest that maybe you're going to be reconnecting with family you haven't seen in a while. Maybe an ex, maybe old college or high school friends. It's nice to have that moment of nostalgia, but the thing to think about is don't get stuck in memory lane. You have to move forward, and living in the past isn't going to get you into creating and manifesting the life that you want to lead and what you want to build. So, acknowledge it, enjoy it for what it is, and then keep going. And in your environment is the Empress. And again, it's such a strong message of creativity and of manifesting. And the Empress is this loving energy. This loving energy who is compassionate and caring and nurturing. She's feminine. She's the sensuality of the Empress. There's also a sense of abundance and of resources and being grateful for those resources that you have. The other thing to think about with this is, again, it's the planting of an idea, of a new project, a new beginning, and it's nurturing it. And again, it's taking all the energy and the time that it requires to make something come to fruition. A lot like giving birth. And some of you maybe are thinking about having children. That's maybe part of whoever's watching. But whether it's children or whether it's the birth of an idea, of something that you want to accomplish, something that you want to reach, something that you want to build. And your hopes and fears have this Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords, he just keeps popping up in a lot of these readings. And so this is just a reminder to be mindful that sometimes people are not what they seem. And, he's kind of walking away and creeping away from base camp with 5 of the 7 swords. So he's either very resourceful or he's a sneaky kind of dude. So you need to really pay attention and be mindful of people's motivations and how they represent themselves. So just, holidays are sometimes people can get taken advantage of. So be mindful of that and just be careful and be aware of how people are, what they're saying, what they're doing, are their actions living up to what their words are. So, it can be a card of deception. It can also be a sense of a lone wolf, wanting to be off on themselves or by themselves. And in your outcome, we have the 5 of Wands. So what does this tell us? This 5 of Wands says that you're going to be having maybe some arguments or conflicts with either relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, hubby, best friend, work friend, team at work, distant relatives. So these are the petty skirmishes that we go through and the annoyances of arguments and conflict. And they're certainly not working together toward a common goal. So, do what you need to do to try to get everybody back together into like a singular mindset, because not a lot gets accomplished when people are at odds. So, this isn't something that's going to linger. This is just, some type of conflict is going to come up. So let me take a look at some of the cards here and let's see if anything else pops out. We have the King of Cups, this wonderful water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, loving, healing, fantastic, very fair kind of person. Maybe this is on the horizon for you. Crossing you is a lot of activity, this Chariot. Movement, maybe things are pulling you in different directions. You will be fine. You will be able to navigate the Chariot to where you need to go. All things will be good. It may be a little bumpy, but that's okay. The King of Swords, and here's a call to be careful with how you communicate. Be careful with contracts or documents that you sign. And to focus on truth and fairness and making informed decisions where you know the facts and cutting through any of the BS that goes along with decisions that you have to make. And then we get this very powerful message of creation, of manifesting, create and do the things that you hope to accomplish. And don't sit around and dream about it. Think about the things that you want to do and start making the plan, start moving forward with it. People may not agree. You may have to be defending yourself about this. And you may have to, get a little bumped and bruised, but that's okay. You're going to be fine. You're so close to reaching your goals. Hang in there. You have the fortitude, you have the determination to do so. And then another fantastic card, the Magician. You are the magician in your life. So in December, Aries, make things happen for yourself. Again, have the faith in your skills, in your talents. And if it's building something new, don't be afraid to build something new. Along the way, generous, kindness, reconnecting with friends, have fun. Just don't get stuck down the street in memory lane. And again, more creativity, inspiration, and nurturing. A lot of love, maybe nurturing and feeding your idea, taking care of it, so that you can, create the life that you want. Creating the life that you want. There's some type of deception or sneakiness or something going on, people misrepresenting themselves. Be open and be aware of that. And then again, it wouldn't be a holiday without a few arguments, right? So you'll be fine. You'll be able to navigate those and to ride them through, and they'll go away. So receiving a lot of love and a lot of kindness from people throughout the holidays. I hope that that's on tap for you. Be open to those in your life, and express yourself. Tell people how you feel. Allow goodness to come to you. Allow the spirit of being generous and kind with others to fill you up. Some people have a hard time accepting gifts. My mother's one of them. So, it's always hard to give people gifts. So, be open. When people want to give you something, they're giving it hopefully from their heart. So be open to receiving. Whether you're receiving, just time spent or a wonderful discussion, doesn't have to be a present, doesn't have to be a thing. It could be an experience in a moment. Really open up your heart and let it come through to you. And finally, to close the reading, I'd like to pull a card that we can practice or that we can contemplate or meditate on for the month of December for you, Aries. Aphrodite, inner goddess. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciate your divinity. So have fun. Dance at the holiday parties. Dance like no one's watching. We all know that saying. Have some fun. And let yourself be sensual. Let yourself put out the vibes that you're fun to be with and that people want to be around you. Often like the sensuality of the Empress. And, new friendships can be formed. If you're looking for a relationship, and if this Ace of Wands and the Magician is about finding love, put on your best goddess and attract the love that you deserve. And the universe is paying attention, and divine source will answer. So I think you have a great reading, Aries, for December.